and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing some chocolate making. What I'm going to be doing is tempering chocolate and putting fillings into our moulds. Now this is the first time I've done this, so we'll see how we get on. I'm going to do lemon, mint, and the last one is going to be orange. You temper your chocolate by putting some hot water in a pan and put it onto a very low heat. We don't want the pan to boil. To that you want to put on top a bowl, and the bowl mustn't touch the water underneath. It's called a bain-marie. You also need to have with you a thermometer. We're going to need to know what our temperatures are at each point in this process, so you need a thermometer. I've got 4 different varieties of chocolate, and there is 70%, 50%, 28% and 23%, ranging from dark to white chocolate. Pop your chocolate into your bowl. Stir on a regular basis. Now we don't want the chocolate to overheat. This stops the chocolate seizing up, overheating and doing all kinds of nasty things that we don't want it to do. Don't let the water underneath bubble. You do not want that to happen. When it's completely melted, it's time to pop in your thermometer, and we're at 47 degrees at the moment, so I'm just going to pop that there. Ooh, 50, 52. Keep moving this. My water's starting to boil, so I need to take that off for a minute and lower the temperature on my pan, which I can't do because it's not going to let us. So that's at 55 degrees. To take the temperature down, get some more of the chocolate and add it slowly in about a handful at a time and stir it in. And this will take the temperature of the chocolate down. And we want it to go down to about 32 degrees. What seeding does is it makes your chocolate nice and shiny and gives it a snap when people bite into it. So once it's all melted, get some more chocolate and pop that in. Keep going until you're at 32 degrees. So I've cleaned my tray. I'm going to put some more in the rest of them. The reason why I use these foil cases is that it's so much easier than using the moulds to get them out. And you can also leave them in the moulds if you so wish. Okay, so my chocolate has reached, I don't know if you can see this, but 32.5 degrees. And that's taken approximately 10 minutes of stirring to do that. I've just left the thermometer in there. Now I've got to line the rest of my cases. So to fill these, all I've got is a brush, a food grade brush, which you can buy in Hobbycraft, Lakeland, anywhere online, Amazon, anywhere like that. So I'm going to put little bits of chocolate into my cases, and it's about a teaspoon and a half for each case. And just keep an eye on your thermometer while you're doing this as well. You don't want your chocolate really to go beyond 31 degrees, down as low as 30. We want it to stay in the tempering area if we can. So take your brush, and all we're going to do is bring the chocolate up the sides of our moulds. You need a reasonable coverage going up the sides. And we're going to continue like this until we've filled all our cases. And then we're going to leave them to set. Usually by the time you've done a full tray, it's set. So over a pan of warm water with the heat slightly on, put equal quantities of cream and chocolate. Now in this instance, because I'm making an orange chocolate centre for my chocolates, I'm using white chocolate because it's easier to colour white chocolate, obviously, because it's pale. And we're going to stir this until the both are incorporated. So stir it around until it all comes together. If you do it by this method, make sure you stir it as you go, then you don't get any issues with your chocolate. So I'm going to tip roughly half into each bowl. It is rough as well, I don't need loads for either. And the rest in that one. First one, I'm going to flavour it orange. So I've got some orange extract and some orange food colouring. This is a case of trying and tasting, I'm afraid. So we're putting a couple of drops of orange extract in. So by a couple of drops I mean about 5 ml, no more. And then give it a taste. And I can barely taste that, so a little bit more. So 2 5ml spoonfuls was good enough for roughly half of my chocolate there. So I'm going to take a skewer and pop it inside, get a little bit on and push it into my chocolate. I'm going to give that a stir and see how it comes. If we're going to have it orange, we might as well have it orange rather than custard. I'll just leave that in for a second. Yeah, that would go, that's better, isn't it? And that is a lovely nice colour. And we're going to set that to one side in the fridge, covered, for it to set. Raspberry food flavouring, and we're going to put a couple of drops. Here we go. 3 drops, give it a stir. Taste it. Needs a little bit more. So that's 6 drops of that one. That's definitely raspberry. Some red food colouring. So you don't need a lot of this, so again, on your skewer, in it goes. Mix in your food colouring. Now to me that's a bit too pink. I want it to be a bit more red. So I'm going to pop in a little bit more red. Knowing me, I'll go too far because it's always the case. And give it a stir. That's better. So try it. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to do the same to this. Put some cling film on and then find some space in the fridge and pop it in there. Just is I've taken a piping bag and I've added my ganache, which has got green colouring and peppermint in it. Pop a little bit in each chocolate if I can. So I'm just putting about a teaspoon, maybe slight teaspoon or so in each chocolate. And this is white chocolate ganache with peppermint cream in it, with peppermint flavouring and green colouring, with a chocolate called Matchmaker chopped up and put inside for a bit of crunch. Try not to overfill these because they will spurt out. And then pop that to one side. Just show you how to fill the top. That's the easy bit really. Just take your chocolate, about a spoonful, and lay it on top of your chocolates. Might take a bit more than a spoonful depending on what's in there. And this is what we're going to do with the rest of our chocolates in this case. If you overfill them, don't worry, because you can tidy them up when you take them out. Hi, so I thought I'd give my chocolates a whirl. This is one of my caramel ones. I'm just going to try it and see what it's like. So, oh no, it's mint, sorry. Shows how good I am at this, not very. So, the chocolate's lovely and crisp. There's a nice interior. Which is lovely and creamy and minty. Very nice. I would give it a whirl. It's not the best. I'll just show you. Here's another one of my chocolates. As you can see, it's not shiny, which is what you're aiming for when you make chocolates, when you temper. However, these have been in the fridge and it does tend to stop the shine on them. I can do a few things better by tidying them up a lot more, maybe using different molds so that the finished product is a little bit better, and finish them off a little bit easier, so that with a knife or something, so that they are smooth around the edges. However, for a first attempt, I don't think they're that bad, and the taste absolutely stunning. I think that's the fact that I used really good chocolate, which really helps. So anyway, give it a try, let me know how you get on, and I'll be going on to do some more next year. Anyway, for now, peace out.